Who's that? That's Tamara Drewe. No, it isn't. I met her with Andy. Good God, what's happened to her?
She had a nose job, Dad.
She's completely different. That's what Andy said.
Poor Tamara. She's such a sad girl.
When I first read the script, and I read the script before the graphic novel, I didn't like her at all. I found her really hard to relate to and understand. And yeah, and but then that was interesting. That was the reason I decided to play it, because I wanted to work out why people do these things. And ultimately she's utterly unhappy, and so that's why you kind of follow her in a way, because you feel sorry for her. I wondered if you wanted to go for that drink. I need a friend.
You and Nicholas Hardiman. That's a nice piece of work, isn't it? Get it from his point of view. He's always been a cheating wanker. Loves having his cake and eating it. But since when did your standards drop so low? You could have anyone. All you have to do is bat your eyes.
Andy! I realised that she's with Nicholas because all else fails.
Oh, it's biscuits.
And then she continues it because she's exhilarated by it and loves that and writes about it and sort of dramatises her own life. and then with Luke's character, why doesn't she get with him, immediately? Well, she doesn't really love him. And when she catches him snogging another woman, she cries because she realises nobody loves her. That's why she ends up doing. It's not because she's in love with him. She just needs to be loved.
I want a new life with you.
Stephen I always trusted Stephen, and so he gave me confidence to do what I did, and it was a very nice place to be on set with him, always.
You take massive risks because you're ultimately you're trying to be funny, and if you're not funny, you look like a fool. So you need to feel very, very comfortable. And actually, Stephen was wonderful at letting us develop the characters and do with them what we wanted to, and then sort of rein it in if it was too ridiculous or if they became too much of a caricature. But it's always about, I think, just pushing it as far as you can without it becoming ridiculous.
Look, if Stephen laughed, then I thought, well, if Stephen's laughing, then it's funny. And he chortled away, and we moved on. Marriage. Remind me never to try it.
Andy, you're just a sex object. No one would have you.
The resemblance between the book and the movie is uncanny. Is that something that you were trying to maintain as well?
Well, I suppose so. I mean, we didn't. It's hard to know whether, as it were, Gemma got the job because she looked like the girl. I mean, she had many other qualities as well. Posey worked out this group of people, and I said right at the beginning, look, I can only make this film if you let me get it right. So I cast it very accurately, and the idea that you should end up at the same results as Posey doesn't surprise me at all. It's a very, very accurate piece of writing. And the whole grouping of the people, the whole creation of the ensemble is very cleverly worked out.